Hi guys, so this is homework number 8, right? We're here. Here's homework number 8, and you need to have this text in front of you. It is amazing if you printed it or you wrote it on a piece of paper, but you need this text in printed, right? And in printed version. So first of all, you needed to take a look at this text, analyze it, think of the words that we are going to stress, think of what is going to happen, like which words are going to get linked to each other. Remember all that stuff in connected speech that we talked about. And now I hope you have the text in front of you. I'm going to read it pretty quickly. Okay, I'm going to read it. I'm not going to explain. The first time that I read it, I'm not going to explain. I'm just going to read it. I want you to notice all this stuff. Okay, I want you to put these little slashes for the speech units to mark the speech units. I want you to underline the words that I stressed. And I want you to notice how words got linked to each other, okay? When it's a vowel getting linked, I want you to insert a w or a y. You can actually write it between the words. You can show something like this for linking. I want you to cross out the stuff that I didn't say in the consonant clusters, right? I want you to connect the words that you should not pause between, right? For example, what time, it's not what time, right? Or from me, it's not from me, okay? From me. And I want you to maybe circle or do something like this when a consonant runs to the next vowel, okay? Like for example, know it sounds like no wit. I want you to cross out the vowels that got reduced to a schwa, for example, right? The ones that we're not going to pronounce very, very much, right? The ones we're not going to stress. I want you to think at least of stuff that got blended together. For example, tree became a tree. And I want you to circle any contractions that might occur. For example, going to can become gonna in fast speech, okay? So I want you to notice everything you can, okay? So I'm gonna read it. I'm not gonna read it super quickly, but I'm not gonna make huge pauses, all right? So I've been practicing the American accent for a while now. At first, it was kind of hard to keep track of all the rules and exceptions. I had no idea there was so much to learn. I've been practicing with the audio materials. It's a bit easier to pronounce some of the sounds, but it's difficult to realize how I sound to others. I think I'm getting better. One of the hardest things for me is to stress some syllables and to reduce certain others. When I ask my friends how I sound, they all say they hear a difference in my speech. My boss said I'm making progress and that I sound more and more like a native speaker. My customers are not asking me to repeat myself as much. It makes it all worthwhile. I won't stop practicing. Okay? So now pause this video. If you need to listen several times, I'm not going to read it several times. You can just listen several times. And now we are going to analyze what actually happened. So if you haven't listened several times yet, don't listen to the next part, okay? I'm even going to wait a little bit. You need to go back and listen several times. Okay, I think that you already have. So this is what happened. This is what your text can look like. I've been practicing the American accent for a while now. I've been practicing the American accent for a while now. At first, it was kind of hard to keep track of all the rules and exceptions. I had no idea there was so much to learn. I had no idea there was so much to learn. I've been practicing with the audio materials. Audio O, materials. It's a bit easier to pronounce some of the sounds or some of the sounds, right? It depends on what you want to say. It's a bit easier to pronounce some of the sounds, but it's difficult to realize how I sound to others. But it's difficult to realize how I sound to others. I think, right? I think I'm getting better, not getting and better, right? I think I'm getting better. One of the hardest things for me, is to stress some of the syllables, and reduce certain, right? Certain others. When I ask my friends, not ask, right? And not ask. When I ask my friends how I sound, they all say they hear a difference in my speech, They all say they hear a difference in my speech. My boss said I'm making progress, not progress, progress. My boss said I'm making progress. And that I, right? It's not a t, it's a d. That I sound more and more like a native speaker. And that I sound more and more like a native speaker. My customers are not asking me to repeat myself as much. My customers are not asking me to repeat myself as much. It makes it all worthwhile. It makes it all worthwhile. All dark out. Worthwhile. I won't stop practicing. And I can say I won't stop practicing. I won't stop practicing, okay? Now, I would like you to listen again, to record yourself saying it, right? So to practice with me several times, then record yourself saying it and send it to your mentor, or listen to yourself and find your mistakes, okay? Thank you very much for watching. See ya.